Welcome, everybody, to It Tastes Different Gaming News. What's in the news today? Fortnite, Naruto, Sasuke, Scooby-Doo, they're getting sued because they're in the shop and you missed out. That sucks. All right, before we jump into it, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, notifications, all that good stuff to help keep you up to date with the crap that we like to talk about, which is video games. So let's dive into it. Fortnite is being sued over its item shops again. This time because of, as Pat calls it, FOMO. I had to Google that because I'm not a young hip kid anymore like him. So, Fortnite has been the subject of lawsuits and other regulatory actions a number of times over the years regarding its FOMO-driven item shop practices. And now we've got another one for the pile. A new proposed class action suit filed in California and Texas, and they don't get along, but they do now. As reported by Polygon, takes aim at fake countdown timers that would seemingly indicate that an item is leaving the shop immediately, even though very often items would stick around for days, even weeks, after that timer expired. The suit is not, however, taking issue with the Fortnite item shop as it exists today. The timers in questions were removed from Fortnite in 2023. As a result of action by regulators in the Netherlands. Those dang Netherlanders, they're good. And replaced last May with new disclaimers on each item in the shop declaring the exact date and time they will leave the shop. So the suit is about Epic's alleged sins of the past. And they have plenty of them. So before 2024, the Fortnite item shop was a much more nebulous place. Players were simply never told how long things would stay in the shop. When something appeared, it might stay for a day, a week, or a month, but there was no way sure to know. So sometimes the official Fortnite Twitter would announce that an item would be leaving, but those warnings usually came just hours before they left. So, likewise, data miners could tell what sections of the shop would have it when it reset, but not until just 2 hours before. And on top of that, the only way to buy things is by actually being inside the game, which made it more difficult to make snap purchases and required players to keep the game installed and updated in case something they wanted to return. So let's say the Scooby-Doo outfit came in and Nick wanted it. And, he had to have those, what were the V-Bucks? I guess that's what they're called. And, he had to hurry up and get it because he was FOMO'd. So, yeah. So this is an odd thing. And I didn't know about this. I knew Fortnite has been sued over countless times because they do have some pretty crappy things that they do, but it's such as the industry anymore. A lot of crappiness, a lot of shady shit going on. So, I don't, and my kids haven't played Fortnite for a while. So, I don't know about you guys as children's, if they play Fortnite here recently. So I imagine if anybody's did, it would be Nick. So Nick, we'll go to you first. Are you surprised, really? I'm surprised we're kind of hearing about it so late, but I'm not surprised they're being sued again.
Yeah, I mean, these kind of practices are not unusual. The act of FOMO, fear of missing out, for all you oldies out there. It exists in a lot of things, right? It's not just the Fortnite item shop. It exists in a lot of things. If that exclusive item goes on sale and they only have a certain amount of them, right? PlayStation launches their 30th anniversary console and they only have a certain amount of those, right? That creates FOMO and things like that. But I mean, fake countdown timers, yeah, I mean, that's shady, right? I mean, if you're going to create an item that's limited, that's fine, but just let people know exactly when it's going to, how long it's going to be up there and when it's going to leave the shop, right? And just remember for anybody out there that plays Fortnite, gets these skins or whatever, these skins or skins that you need to get now or, whatever, like my son says, oh, I need to get this whatever item because, it's in the shop and it'll never come back. And I always tell him, oh, it'll come back eventually. It will be back in the shop. And sure enough, eventually might be a year later or something like that, but it will eventually come back into the shop. There's never a time where any company is going to sell, especially like skins and stuff like that, like skin, and then never bring it back in, right? They'll always bring it back at some point in some time because they know they can create FOMO with it, right? Even if they've already sold it before. And the person missed out. Now they can sell it again, and it's a year later, and like, oh, look what's back, and it's like, oh my gosh, and this crap happens all the time. It's not just Fortnite, it's not just Epic. We talked about WoW selling that mount, right? That was a limited mount for like what, $100 or something like that. I can't remember how much it was. Look at our watch our video on it, but like this stuff happens all the time, so. Yeah, Epic's just, Epic's they had all their dirty laundry put out there during that whole lawsuit thing, and now, a lot of this stuff. And they Fortnite is a big product, a big platform, so of course they're going to be targeted. But trust me, they're not the only ones out there doing stuff like this. So, there's a lot of companies out there doing it and probably still doing it to this day. It's just they're not big enough to be in the crosshairs of lawyers and various things like that want to take them to court to get some money, right? Whereas Epic is a much bigger and a broader player base, right, as well. So you're going to have more of this type of stuff come out. But it is, no matter who does it, it is a shady practice that should not be done to the players or to your consumers at all, right? It's fine if you want to have a limited edition item. Just don't use fake countdown timers or, fake information about how this is going to be limited or never going to come back or anything like that. Especially, because sometimes you could say it's never going to come back because you don't know if it's going to, but if you know for sure, like, don't put that out there, I should say. But, I understand it too, because they want to create that FOMO, right? They want to create that sense of urgency, the fear of missing out on something. And it creates a big drive on, consumers to purchase the products. Things like, we have one every year. It's called Black Friday. So
you raise your rates a week before Black Friday, and then you lower them back to the previously lower rate.
But people go out and they look at the deals, and it's really not a deal anyway, but it creates FOMO. It creates the fear of missing out. So that people stay up till late. Well, I don't think they do the whole late night shopping thing anymore, do they?
It's the gaming version.
Late night shop on Amazon.
Oh, on Amazon, right? But I don't think Walmart does it anymore. I think they just open like super early on Black Friday or whatever. But that type of stuff happens in real life, right? It's not just gaming; it's a lot of things. So, what do you think, Pat?
Yeah, the lawsuit kind of makes sense though, right? Because the lawsuit is claiming that this was geared towards minors, those under the age of 18, right? And I can vouch because I've heard many times while we were playing when your son would come in and be like, "It's limited, Dad," and you're just like, "It'll be back," It's all, and yeah, I agree with you. They should never be allowed to say it will never be back unless it will never be back. I don't care if you don't know, you can't say it unless it's never going to come back. Oh, yeah. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity skin. Will only be here until Sunday. Get it before it's gone, and once it's gone, it's never coming back. But a lot of it's just like it's here for a limited time, which means that it will be back eventually when they run out of ideas for new skins or whatever.
It's like the McRib.
Yeah,
it'll
come back. Yeah. Yep. The Shamrock Shake. Oh, so
the Grimace Shake.
Grimace Shake.
I don't know. They only did that once. But
if you ever milked a Grimace, it's worth the wait.
They have a green Grimace now. I'm just sorry to sidetrack, but I saw on the sign for the Shamrock Shake, it was Uncle Grimace.
I was like, was it a super old sign that was
no, this was recently.
Because we all know how the McRib sauce is made, right? It's the afterbirth from the McGrimace, so. You remember that video? I think Shane shared that. It's from Meat Canyon.
No, that was Nick who shared it.
That was me.
Oh, was
Still
it?
have
I don't even
nightmares.
remember.
The
now.
McRib sauce is made from the female grimace, so,
Yes.
but
there's
yeah,
only
I mean,
one born out of a
there's only-
million.
yes, there's only one. So, yeah, I mean, everybody wants some of that Fortnite money, including lawyers, right? So California and Texas, they want some of that Fortnite money, yo.
Yep.
And, and they're going to try to get it any way they can, whether that's from a regulatory change because they were doing something bad. And I agree with you. Saying something's going to expire and then it never leaves the site, right? It sticks around longer, creates that FOMO, especially as the countdown, especially with young kids, because all they see is that I want that skin for whatever reason. So my friends think I'm cool or whatever. Because in Fortnite, Fortnite's third person view, right? So at least you get to see your character. It's not a first person screen, it's for everybody else other than you, right? That never makes sense to me. That never makes sense to me. These first person games that sell skins, you're like, I never see it, so why do I care what other people see, right? If it's third person, I get to look at it. But I'm derailing it here a little bit. I don't much care for Fortnite. I mean, I don't care one way or the other is what I mean by it. So seeing them getting knocked down a peg is fine with me. I mean, I don't care for those type of games. They're not my cup of tea. So I don't honestly care. I do think that companies that have bad or predatory practices like this need to be punished for it. And they were punished. I think they were fined by the Netherlands government for doing it. And then they made the changes across the board. And now public citizens are getting involved so they can get some money, the lawyers out of Texas and California. So, I mean, you should be punished for doing shady stuff like this. And this is your punishment. You get your class action lawsuit and you have to pay all these people some money. Nick, you might want to join that because I'm sure your kids bought some of that with your money.
Oh, yeah.
Say, Dad, it's limited. I need it now. It's going to be gone and I'll miss out.
Yeah. They'll probably give it back to me in V-Bucks.
Right. And then you're like, well, now what do I do? Right.
What do I do now? Buy more skins.
You'll buy more skins. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. A game, the larger you are in any industry, the more litigation is going to be held against you. It's just the name of the game. Unfortunately, we are a litigious country, right? So people are going to say the big dog needs to pay, and Fortnite is the big dog of gaming. Everybody wants to have a live service game like Fortnite. Everybody does. And these game companies that say, oh, we don't, we're making live service games because we like it. Nobody makes a live service game because they like it. They make a live service game because their parent company says, we need that moolah and we need you to bring it in every month.
Yep. Need that McRib cash.
Maximum profit, minimal effort.
Making that B money.
Making that B money, yo.
B money, yo.
So, yep.
Now,
that's where I'm at. I mean,
they need to start when they do these lawsuits. They honestly, one thing we need to bring back in this country is how do I put this without sounding cruel or evil?
Public flogging.
Public. Well, let's say public humiliation. Every time these companies do this crap, they should be forced to run for one solid week, 3 commercials a day of them apologizing and speaking to what they did wrong.
In a language they don't speak.
That's right. Everything must be done in Dutch. No. They should be forced to, publicly say, look, this is what we did.
Offer a public apology.
We did, exactly. And, of course they'll all do the spin. We did not mean to offend anybody. It was not our goal to rob, steal, make your kid feel like they were going to miss out on something that we're going to bring back in 6 months anyways. It wasn't our intention to mislead, lie, and screw you over and, make your kid feel like a little bitch because he didn't get his Ninja Turtle costume in time. They should be publicly humiliated. I personally believe that public humiliation it would help with people. I think when a politician, I did not have sexual relations with that pig. they should be put out in public, and they should be forced to confess what they've done.
Shane wants to bring back public tomato and lettuce tossing, and public humiliation.
Okay, who the fuck could afford to throw a tomato right now? Okay, calm down with the food.
You can. You're allergic, so you can.
Ew.
They should put them in a really complex escape room, and if they can't get out, they lose the company. The company gets sold off to somebody else.
No, the company is given away.
We're now playing Saw with companies, huh?
No, well, yes, it's Saw, but it's going to be like, what's the VR movie where everything was placed in VR throughout the movie, and the kid would come out, and they were trying to win ownership of that company. God dang it! The VR
War games?
One Up or Player One.
Oh, Ready Player
One. Yeah. So it should be that. Except
I went
for
really old school with board games.
Yeah. Would you like to play a game?
Would you like to play?
Can you name the lead character?
I don't remember.
No, you can't. Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, the same guy who was in
it, but I don't
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
But yeah, I like what you're saying. I think corporations, politicians.
Running Man.
If a politician lies,
companies.
you get that state. It's a giveaway. Raffle number. All right, you won Ohio. So that's what we should be doing. If you lie, you lose your shit. Screw people over, you lose your shit. I said shit a lot. So, anyways,
I placed the key to your cuffs underneath the doormat. You are chained to the chair, both of you. You must gnaw each other's arms off to get to the keys.
That's right. You know what? I'm all for that. I really am. Start with politicians, and
so we
can release Luigi.
So
we can release Luigi like the TV host of the whole thing.
We're playing Squid Games with CEOs now. We're playing what is it? Dead Man Wonderland with CEOs.
I like where this is going.
Running Man with CEOs. They're all prisoners.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Yeah, except for they're competing against each other. We don't want them competing against each other. We want them competing to get out alive to run their company.
Yeah.
One CEO can't. We can't do Mad Max here, where 20 CEOs enter and one CEO leaves and owns all of it. We can't.
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Yep, I think we need more public humiliation, possibly execution.
So he wants to bring back the stocks with with tossing fruit and veggies.
The stockades,
The stockades, where people get publicly put on display and have to repent.
History of the World Part 1, King Louis.
And I'm doing American Gladiators, but the more R-rated version.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the little Saw guy from Saw. I want to play a game.
Danny DeVito. But yeah, I think these companies should be held accountable for these practices. Obviously, it's predatory. Obviously, they knew what they were doing. It's they know it. I mean, they're not going to put a timer on it and then leave the product after the timer done on there. Just
well, you know what it was, right?
They were aired, so I can still get it.
You know what the thing was? Is I guarantee you they put a price value on each one of those skins, and they were like, let's see if we can leave this on the store and make the money we need to. And when it didn't make the money, they left it up for just a couple until it made that money. They're probably like, this skin needs to make us $2 million. Let's give them FOMO and tell them it's going to end on Monday, but it doesn't end actually for another 2 weeks. And then when it doesn't make the cut on Monday, they're like, okay, we'll leave it up those 2 weeks to recoup what we can.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they raise the price of the item after the timer's out.
That would be even worse, right?
Yeah, right.
Somebody should lose.
I would assume that would
or
be
lowered it. That would be what it is. Lowered the price once the timer ran out. They're like,
get those few extra sales.
It's on discount now. It's on discount.
It was a timer for the discount.
Yeah, it was a timer to say the discount kicks in. The discount discount's now 10% off.
Well,
we're on a second
the timer goes out, little confetti pops out, and then the price of it goes down.
Those of you who had patience can now claim your 10% off reward.
Those you didn't give in to the FOMO. So it is like they're playing Saw or Squid Games, except for it's like, can you wait to buy this item?
Yeah.
Advertised as one time only this month. Yeah.
We'll bring this
So-
back in 3 months, but we won't tell you that.
Yep. Yeah. The whole McRibbing of games now is just ridiculous. And
The
it's
game industry
just-
itself is becoming one giant toxic microtransaction
Yep.
humiliation.
We're getting McRubbed
We're getting
wrong way.
McRaped.
the wrong way.
McRub the wrong way.
McRubbed the wrong way.
Yep, exactly.
Trademark.
And trademark. Patent pending. So, but yeah, it's getting ridiculous. I would like to see more more companies in general just be held accountable for these scummy practices. And I truly believe we should bring back public humiliation / flogging / shove a tomato up their ass. I mean, I don't care.
He's wanting to do
tired
the
of it.
little Nicky Hitler edition.
Oh yes, I'm all for that.
Pick your own pineapple.
Yep. But you
Are you-
can't
are
say
you
anything bad
seriously?
about corporations or you're a commie. Well, I don't give a shit. So you guys got anything else to say about these lovely people robbing from children?
We got to hurry up and get out of here. Shane's getting McAngry. And he's going to be
I'm
expected
getting
to get
McPissed.
McRubbed the wrong way.
He's getting McRubbed the wrong way.
And I'm not Mick loving it. All right. Well, you made it to the end. Let us know what you think. Should EA be held
Yeah. Epic.
Well, same difference. They're both bending people over.
Yeah,
Should
yes.
Epic be held accountable for these practices? And what else do you think that they are doing that's just wrong, immoral, or illegal? Let us know in the comments below. Also, let us know what other companies you feel are doing the same thing and what kind of things they're doing. And what do you want to happen to them? Do you agree with me? It's a little bit of public stuff going on, or, just take their money, take their companies. Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit likes, subscription button, notifications, all that good stuff to help it keep up to date with us. And we'll see you next time. See ya.